Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So this will be a very detailed, instead of doing a community post this week, we're going to do a very detailed schedule of the week because there's a lot going on and I feel like the only way to really explain it to you all is to do one of these and like a full detailed video on what's all going on because we'll be covering stuff Wednesday through Sunday, pretty much. So, yeah, just to kind of, in those 5 days, there's a lot happening. So we're just gonna kind of, clear it all up instead of y'all just reading it. So, yeah. Well, Tuesday. Well, obviously tonight. This is when you're seeing this video. So we'll look ahead, I guess, to tomorrow night. Um, Tomorrow night. Still not entirely sure on the exact start time, whether or not we're going to do it at 8 p.m. or 7:30 p.m. Eastern times. It'll be one of those two. So if you don't see anything at 7:30 Eastern, then we'll be on the air at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, that's pretty much a guarantee. Oh wait, yeah, no, okay, yeah, we're fine. It's Wednesday. I had to think about that for a second. But kind of like the kind of, yeah, because you hear the car alarm now. But yeah, so that'll be Wednesday night. Of course, that'll be game one of the postseason for the X's. So we start out the season of Gigantic, the series, on a high note, season 3. So there's that. And then Thursday night will be the kickoff to, well, the preseason for the Muskies. Our very first game we'll be covering. Fargo will be coming into town in the Western Conference round robin style type tournament. It's been called a tournament, but it's really not a tournament. What the hell is that on top of the door here? A bat or something must have killed itself. We must have a tack up there where it killed itself. I don't know, but yeah, never noticed that until now. That's just strange. But yeah, so we'll be on the air for that at 7:55 p.m. Eastern time. Could be 7:50. Still not sure on that because those games, they might start exactly at those times. Like 8 p.m. Eastern time. Like it might start exactly at that. So we'll have to see what happens depending on how long the other two games go. And so yeah, although Thursday night it's just the Fargo versus Sioux City game, so that really shouldn't be too big of an issue. But yeah, and then Friday night, Des Moines is coming into town. So 8 p.m. Eastern time, that will be the game time for that. However, though, we will not be covering that game, unfortunately. Not at least doing the play-by-play for that, because I'll have our first marching band. I'll have my first marching band performance of the year. So yeah, that'll be Friday night. So make sure you join us for that. Well, Friday night we'll have a recap for that. And then also, too, that'll be game 2 between Sioux City and Fargo. That'll kind of be the decider on the second round. Well, maybe if we need. However, though, I could tie up the series. Either way, we'll recap both games Friday night. I have it right now scheduled for midnight Eastern time. However, though, the Friday night football game, that'll probably be, well, and besides the last football game of the season, that'll be like the only time where I'll get to like stay up late and have fun afterwards. So that might get pushed back later, or we might even be on Saturday afternoon or morning, or depending on how the circumstances go for that one. And then, yeah, Saturday night we'll have Sioux Falls versus Sioux City. That game guaranteed. That's the last game of the Western Conference shootout for the preseason. We will be on the air hopefully by 6:55 p.m. Eastern time. That might get pushed back depending on how fast my mom gets out of work and how fast I can drive down there to the Tyson. And then also game 3, if necessary, between Sioux City versus Fargo. We will be covering that. That'll start about half an hour later than the Sioux Falls versus Sioux City game. So, yeah. And then Sunday, first week of the NFL season, we were actually supposed to cover NFL kickoff that Thursday night, but since, we had the Western Conference tournament schedule released, instead, this game was planned anyway, but we had to cancel Baltimore versus Kansas City, and we're only going to cover Dallas versus Cleveland. Yes, Tom Brady's first game as an announcer on the NFL on Fox, so that should be very interesting. A very interesting watch, to say the least. And plus, I think that'll be the better game. I don't remember exactly what CBS is airing, what they're having, what Jim Nantz and Tony Romo will be calling, but Yeah, all I remember was that the Dallas versus Cleveland might end up being a better game than the one they were calling. So, yeah. But yeah, that's just kind of a detail. I guess I could have done like a community tab version of it, but since there's, you know, I guess. But anyway, so yeah, Sioux City will face Fargo in the postseason again. In fact, the X's in Fargo faced in the first round last year. However, the venues were just switched around. So, yeah, that was kind of yucky. But hey, you know what? I think we've got it down to a science right now at this point. So that if we play Fargo in the postseason, really when it's them or the X's, safe to say fireworks are going to fly. So I'm fully expecting that Wednesday night and then Friday night and then maybe Saturday night if need be. So yeah, and then of course we got the first week of the NFL season coming up. No college football. We're not covering college football this weekend, but this upcoming weekend. But next weekend we'll be back to that. So yeah, I think that is it around here. Thank you all so much for joining us. Yeah, next time I see you will be tomorrow night either at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time or 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, the reason why, I guess I should have explained why, but the reason why I said potentially 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time so that we can listen to Danny Vaughn's pregame show and then kind of add my commentary to that. So, yeah, just look out for that tomorrow night. So, yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye. Or tomorrow night. See you anyway.